Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Five Nights at Freddy's 4 Youtooz wave. So starting off the bat, when this thing is going to release, it's going to be releasing on the 2nd of May, but unfortunately it's only going to be available for 1 week, so basically 7 days, which is very bad because it's like $250 for all of these, which obviously that's a lot of money for just 1 week. So I really hope Youtooz stop doing these limited time drops, or at least like make it like a month, because you know they've been kind of doing that with like the recent Fnaf movie wave 2 and then the recent Fnaf 3 wave. They've been available for like 4 weeks, so you know they should do that rather than 1 week, because this is a lot of figures and they're really cool ones and no one wants to miss out on them. So 1 week kind of sucks, but it is what it is. They're not going to change it, unfortunately, unless they might. I really hope they do, because you know, I mean, it's easy for me and like some other people, because the UK has a lot of retailers that resell Youtooz, so there's going to be that, but you know, people in different countries, it's not very fair, because you know they have to get them in that week's time period, or they can't get them again. So really hope Youtooz stops doing that. But yeah, that's the only downside of these things. Now let's move on to the positives, which is the actual figures. So we got a Nightmare Freddy figure, a Nightmare Bonnie figure, and a Nightmare Chica figure. We got a Nightmare Foxy figure and a Nightmare Fredbear figure, and also Nightmare, which Nightmare, I'm just going to start with him. He looks absolutely amazing. He is unfortunately in the same pose as Nightmare Fredbear. They could have at least made him a different pose. I know he's literally the same, but they could have at least just made him a different pose. But I'm really glad they made him transparent. At least I think he's transparent. He seems, I don't know, he looks very transparent here, and there's also a pin of him that's white, which I guess is showing that he's transparent. I don't know why the pin's white. They should have just made that black, to be honest. I can kind of see a Nightmare endoskeleton in there, so I think he's transparent, which I really hope he is. I really wanted him to do that, because obviously Nightmare is transparent, so it would just been weird if he was not. So that's Nightmare. Nightmare Fredbear, there's not much else to say about him, but they're very detailed, and they just look really good. They're definitely the best piece of Fnaf 4 merch ever. So yeah, these look amazing. Who knows, Jazzwares could top them when Jazzwares get around to, you know, doing the action figures of the Nightmares, but you know, who knows. I think Jazzwares will, but you know, so far these are the best piece of Fnaf 4 merch. They look absolutely amazing. You know, I love them. Here's Nightmare Foxy as well. His pose looks amazing. He's insanely detailed as well. I'd say these could do with a bit of metallic on them, because Nightmare Foxy's the legs look a bit plain. The Youtooz don't really like doing metallic colours. It's mainly just flat colours. I don't know why they do that, but yeah. And Nightmare Chica as well. Nightmare Chica looks really good. Her head looks so accurate. All these look so accurate to in-game, by the way. So yeah, here's Nightmare Chica looking absolutely amazing. And then here's Nightmare Bonnie. Nightmare Bonnie looks really cool. The only downside I have is that, you know, his whiskers are not painted, and you know, they ideally need to be painted, and he's missing a bit of paint. I think a few of them are missing a bit of paint, but it is what it is. But you know, I'd expect a bit more paint for the $30, and now due to the tariffs, you know, they're now $40 in each, the figures, because of shipping. But yeah, that sucks. Now here's Nightmare Freddy. Nightmare Freddy looks really cool. His pose is really cool, although I really hope he's not looking up too much in person, so you can't see his eyes, because I really want to see his face, obviously, because you know, no one doesn't want to see the face. So yeah, he's got the Freddles around him as well, which Freddles look absolutely amazing. I'm really glad that they added that, and not just like one, because you know, that's what Funko did. Well, if they're with their Funko Pop, they didn't even have any, but their action figure they only had one Freddle, which is understandable, because it was only $13, but obviously this is $30, so you'd expect all 3 Freddles. So yeah, that's the whole Fnaf 4 wave. We didn't get any plushies, but we got some pins. You can get some pins if you order there's like an option to order where you can order just the figure, or the figure and the pin. So if you want the pins on the Nightmares, you can. Although just be aware that Nightmare is white and not black on the pin for some reason. They should have really just not made him transparent on the pin. Well, he isn't even transparent, they just made him white on the pin. It's a bit weird, but yeah, I just had to make a video on these because they just look so cool. And you know, some people might not know about these, but yeah, these just look really cool. Sorry for a short video. I don't know, I just really wanted to make a video about these guys because these look so cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video, and peace.